it's Michelle from happyhealthyher.com, and I wanted to share a video with you today about a concept that really became apparent to me while I was writing Online Dating for Sensitive Women. And the message has literally haunted me ever since. I released the book in July of this year. It's been months. And this one thought keeps popping into my head. And I really want to share it with you, whether you're dating or not. I think this is a really fundamental, universal truth. And that truth is that healthy relationships are easy. And I think that this is mind-blowing to a lot of us because we've been taught we need to have compromise and you need to constantly work. If anything's worth doing, it's worth doing well and working hard for it. But when it comes to interpersonal relationships, that is really not true, because you can waste a lot of time and energy on a relationship that's not reciprocal, or that's just not the right fit for you. And so, like, from a standpoint of dating, if a man wants to be with you, he's going to be with you. He's not going to delay texting. He's not going to delay asking you out on a date. He's going to want to meet you. He's going to want to, once he's met you, and if he's really into you, he's going to want to see you as much as he can. There's this really wild, like, undercurrent of dating with a lot of game playing going on. People ghosting each other, people just like what they call pocketing, where they'll keep someone on the back burner texting them while they're dating someone else, and they're just kind of like, maybe I'll come back to this person. There's just a whole slew of games, and I actually share them in my book, Online Dating for Sensitive Women. But beyond recognizing the games is still the bottom line, is this one central truth. And if you remember this truth, it'll make everything easier. And this is true throughout life, okay? Like, I really think this is a universal truth. This is, when I think about it, it's been true for me throughout my life. In work, in friendships, even in family dynamics. If someone wants to be with you, if someone cares about you and someone enjoys your company or values you as a person, they're going to make it easy for you to connect with them. It's not going to be hard. The things that are meant for us do not require a lot of stress and strain and anguish and self-doubt. They just don't. There's a certain ease. And the more I thought about it, the more I could see this pattern throughout my life. So, like, I was thinking about one of my favorite clients approached me out of the blue over 10 years ago. Well, at this point, gosh, it was probably 15 years ago. And I was just starting out in my writing business as a consultant, and I had a website. And so they found me, super excited to meet me, super excited to work with me. They pay me, they give me assignments. I complete them. There's very few edits that need to happen. In fact, they never send back my work. It's always they take it and they pay me quick, and it's like unbelievable. And that's the way it's supposed to be. I've had other clients, same thing. In the meantime, though, I've had jobs and clients where it's a back and forth. The interview process goes on forever and ever. They're wasting your time. They want, you to do writing assignments, and then they want you to, fill out all these forms and background checks and all this stuff. And granted, I get in employment, there are certain rules you need to follow, but there's a certain level of complexity that makes it really hard to want to work for someone. If someone's making it really hard to want to work with them, you have to kind of ask yourself, is this really the kind of work I want to be in? Is this the role the right role for me? And it's truly the same with all other relationships. So my friendships that I have that are my long-term friendships, when I think back to my best friends to this day, who literally have been my friends since we were in junior high, we were friends right away. It wasn't like, oh, I got to think this through. It was like, oh my gosh, we have so much in common, and oh my gosh, we're so alike, and oh, we laugh at the same silly things, and I like you, you like me. It's done, and it's easy, and it's solid, and this is how life works. So abandon those rules, those ideas of everything taking compromise and everything being so hard, and that it's worth fighting for a relationship. It's not. It really isn't. If a relationship is hard, I mean, I spent way too long in a relationship that was very, very hard. And I worked so hard to try to make it better, and it was never going to be better because the other person was not working at all and really didn't see a problem with that. You can't have that and have a healthy partnership. You cannot have that, have a healthy friendship. You cannot have that in any areas of your life and actually feel good and have a certain level of flow. And life should have an ease to it. Yes, we're going to have to do hard work from time to time, but the interconnections between each other should have an ease to them. There should be a joy to them. There should be a mutual reciprocity. There should be a sense of love and companionship and support that is inherent in our relationships. And furthermore, on like a broader scale, a focus of quality over quantity is really important. And this is especially true, actually, if you're in online dating, because what happens when you're inundated with all these different people is you start to think, oh my gosh, I have all these people and I need them all to like me. And that's actually not true at all. You only need one person to like you. You only need to find that one person who gets you and supports you and loves you. Just one quality person, not all the quantity. If you start to see that in your life and you start to refocus your attention down to that, I promise you life will feel easier and better. For me, I literally can tell you I have probably 5 or 6 really, really good, solid relationships in my life that I can call on at any time and ask them for anything, and vice versa. And that's not a lot, but those relationships are so dear and so good. Whereas I used to have many more connections and relationships, but none of those people would help me if I needed it. None of those people were supportive. They were actually all drains. And so again, quality over quantity, and healthy relationships should be easy. So I hope this helps. This is a theme I talk about throughout online dating and for sensitive women, because it was so apparent to me after I found my right partner how much effort I had wasted thinking otherwise. So if this is interesting to you, if you learned something from here, please consider sharing it with a friend, hitting the thumbs up, and subscribing to my channel. Either way, thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. I wish you good health and happiness always. Thank you.